Hi. C-drama greets you. Lu Linjia took Tu Xiaoming to see his newly renovated bar. Last time he heard that Tu Xiaoming liked the bar atmosphere, so Lu Linjia specially decorated it in that style. Not only did it have a great ambience, but it also had excellent sound equipment, making it very trendy. To entertain, Lu Linjia sang a song for Tu Xiaoming. His singing was mediocre and he couldn't finish the song, so he invited Tu Xiaoming to sing. As a professionally trained singer, Tu Xiaoming's voice was heavenly, making Lu Linjia's heart flutter. He then reflected on why he had previously been prejudiced against her. Besides inviting Tu Xiaoming to enjoy the heavy instruments, Lu Linjia also showed her his menu and the names of his drinks. Since Tu Xiaoming often live-streamed and was very knowledgeable about the tastes of contemporary young people, her suggestions were spot on. Lu Linjia liked them very much and made immediate changes based on her advice. Ji Sheng and Han Ting attended an AI medical expo together. Even though it was an expo, Ji Sheng didn't relax for a moment. She was cramming in her room for all the specific details she needed to pay attention to at the event. Finally, it was mealtime, so she went downstairs to order food and happened to run into Han Ting. The scenery in the area was particularly beautiful, and Ji Sheng was delighted to have the opportunity to attend such an expo for the first time. While waiting for the food, she chatted with Han Ting. However, Sengda showed up uninvited and sat next to Han Ting without permission, looking every bit like the chairman's wife. She started talking about all the embarrassing things Ji Sheng did while working under her. Ji Xing's mood was ruined, and she left after exchanging a few polite words. Sengda got that with her wealthy background, she was a perfect match for Han Ting in terms of status and ability and could definitely compete with Ji Sheng. But she didn't understand that Han Ting's heart only had room for Ji Sheng. 10 years ago, a seed had already been planted and now it had taken deep root. After Ji Sheng left the restaurant, Han Ting also asked the waiter to pack up his meal. He was unwilling to even have a meal with Sengda, only politely ordering her a bowl of pasta. Chang He happened to be dining at the same restaurant and witnessed the whole incident. He took the opportunity to sit next to Sengda and presented her with a luxury gift, hoping she would withdraw her shares from Dongyang. Tong would offer her the same treatment. Every time, Chang He would give Sengda luxury gifts, and of course his intentions were not pure. Sengda was well aware of this and tactfully declined. Han Ting went to the seaside and brought the packed pasta to Ji Sheng. He reminded her to be more tactful in the workplace. Just because she had cornered Sengda with her words didn't mean she wouldn't face repercussions in the future. Ji Sheng was unconvinced, feeling that Sengda had previously wronged her, and she was finally free from her grasp. Han Ting laughed and reminded her that the disruption in raw material supply last time was caused by someone behind the scenes. Ji Sheng finally understood that being too sharp and unreserved might not be a good thing. The high-end forum was held as scheduled. Ji Sheng arrived at the venue early and specifically greeted Sengda. Seeing that Sengda and Han Ting were seated at the front, Ji Sheng realized the gap between them. Nevertheless, she listened attentively to the award winners' experiences. On stage, Han Ting discussed the future prospects of technology with the audience, exuding the demeanor of a successful person. Ji Sheng was mesmerized. In middle school, Han Ting was quiet and inconspicuous. It seemed that he had been lying low and honing his skills all along. During the interaction with peers, Ji Sheng was very active in raising her hand to ask questions, but Han Ting didn't call on her. By the time Ji Sheng was ready to give up, Han Ting took the initiative to let her ask her question. After answering her question, he also introduced Xingchen Company to everyone, calling it a dark horse in the industry. Although it had not been established for long, its technological level was very high, and its R&D capabilities were strong. When everyone's eyes turned to Ji Sheng, she knew that Han Ting was intentionally advertising for their company. Many industry bigwigs attended this expo. Although Ji Xing's company's booth was at a slight disadvantage, she encouraged her employees not to lose heart. As the leader, Ji Sheng took the initiative to pick up the company's promotional materials and introduce them to potential customers. With effort, there were always rewards. Some customers had already taken their product introductions and exchanged contact information. Su Zizao was also actively introducing their products. Hearing that Su Li had a social engagement in the evening, he specially proposed to meet clients together. Although this was a task for the sales department, Su Li agreed to take him along after hearing that Su Zizao had insightful opinions at the technical introduction meeting. Thanks for watching. See you soon.